The most expensive countries in the world. Why should you be concerned about the most expensive countries in the world? Several reasons. You may have a cause to work in another country. More importantly, vacationing is sweet when you visit other countries with natural beauties and wonders. But all this calls for counting the cost. Therefore, you need to know the top most expensive countries in the world in case your itinerary comes to include one of them one day. Number 1. Switzerland. Switzerland is a very beautiful country that everyone wants to be. Tourists enjoy the natural beauty and picturesque of the country, but this comes at a very high cost. You must be prepared to spend high on flight tickets and hotel accommodation. For instance, you must be prepared to spend as much as $241 per night as the hotel charges. That is why it is the top of the most expensive countries in the world. Number 2. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is a royal kingdom of beauty and splendor that anyone will like to see. The populous country with its constitutional monarchy enjoys a very high standard of living, worthy of regal living, but you have to spend a lot to enjoy a good life when visiting the country. Tourists have reckoned that the UK airline ticket is the top most expensive in the world, and you may spend up to $140 as the average rate of accommodation. Taxes are high in the UK, and you can even be taxed for breathing too much oxygen. Number 3. France. Still in Europe, France is the third most expensive country in the world. However, you will get the value of your high spending in France. The cost of living is high in this beautiful country west of Europe. Notwithstanding, it is a cool place for tourists, even if they have to pay as much as $220 per night on hotel charges, in addition to the high cost of flights. Taxes are high and complex in France. Number 4. Australia. Away from Europe, you find Australia, a very beautiful country among the most expensive countries in the world. Famous and full of beauty, to visit the appealing islands of this country, you must be prepared to spend very high on transportation and education. The cost of a qualitative health system is pocket-rending. Besides all that, travelers to faraway Australia complain about the cost of flight tickets to and inside the country. You must also prepare to spend around $165 if you want to spend a single night in an average hotel. You need a fat budget to be able to enjoy yourself in this one of the most expensive countries in the world. Number 5. Norway. We are back in Europe to consider Norway, a well-known Scandinavian country in the northern part of the continent. The country officially called the Kingdom of Norway should not have been among the most expensive nations if not for the cost of accommodation for both residents and lodgers. You will spend almost $151 in this well-developed country with a lot of beautiful places, but transportation charges, including that of air travel, are relatively cheap in the otherwise costly country. Still, goods and services in Norway are about 2 times of countries in the Americas. The high cost of living in this expensive country may be attributed to the very high prices of gas. Number 6. Israel. In Asia, Israel, the ancestral home of Jews, is one of the expensive countries in the world. Though this ancient historical country in the west of the continent is very beautiful and rich in history, as a nice place to visit if you are interested in seeing places mentioned in the Bible, the hotel charges in the country are as high as $201.30 per night. Other basic amenities are also very expensive in this country. Ticket costs are also on the high side. All these jacks up the cost of attaining the basic needs of life in this costliest country. Number 7. Denmark. In the northern part of Europe is where you will find Denmark, another Nordic nation also called the Kingdom of Denmark. The high population density of this country ranks it among the most expensive countries in the world, but you will get to see a lot of natural beauties in its many islands. You will not pay much to buy the flight ticket when visiting this country, and it is equally not too tough to get a decent house, but the cost of renting hotels is prohibitive. Prepare to spend as much as $155 per night for this. The cost of the most common household items is about 40% more than the world's average. The countries listed here are no doubt beautiful and worth every penny spent while there, but because they are the most expensive countries in the world, it may not be easy to enjoy the beauty of the world to the full. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.